Hey guys, I'm just doing a tool update with the Husky Buildout. See how much I've added compared to the last video. Yeah, this thing is growing quite a bit. So, starting from up top, pack out vacuum, pack out brushless fan M18, and the bottle I keep on there. On this pack out adapter that actually latches on here, like it's actually latched. I had this custom ordered, the adapter part. And let me show you what that looks like. Yeah. And I made the feet that latch on up in this box. First we got this little extra tray. I like to put my keys and wallet so it doesn't scratch the cars up. Battery bank, nice conversion card, makes my life easier. On this side, actually, I'll cover the sides afterwards. Let's go in the boxes. This is the bigger misc. Oh shit. That's the sound of water coming out the cup. Forgot about that. So I don't like to, let me see if this holds. That feels like it's gonna snap. I'm just gonna hold that with my hand. I never really let it hold on its own before. So in here is SAE Mac wrenches, metric tap and die set, some electrical stuff, exhaust pliers, plugs, like for hoses, calipers, punches. Those are some hose pliers in there too, some Mac ones. Up here, it's kind of my trim tools. I bought that Matic set, and it came with all of these gray ones. Really nice set. Some of my brake tools. Got a brush, scraper. Just got this Lang ratcheting caliper spreader. There's some seal picks in here. Don't use them often, but it's nice on the oil filters. Some old Mercedes wheel look key, because my sister's car had it and it was a pain in the ass. Over here, big old socket, I think 30 millimeter. I'm not sure why I have that. I think it was a wheel bearing on my car. A little lighter, brake pad checker, 2 Milwaukee ink saws, glasses, tape measure, a knife, this little magnetizer. Over here, I put this up in a certain way that makes it really convenient. Little torque adapter, my oil filter socket, big old socket. I think it's for my wheel bearing as well. Put that in there. Yeah, it perfectly fit, so that's why I put it like that. Coke and spark plug sockets. They don't have any magnet or rubber bushing or whatever. They mechanically grip it. O2 socket. There's also an O2 tap in here. Haven't used that yet, but that'll be handy. Yeah, that's everything in there. My 1/2-inch stuff. Big old 1/2-inch sockets. It goes up to 32, I think. Yep. Don't really have the need for them, but they were nice when I worked on heavy equipment. Jeez. I think I'm not on. There we go. Excuse me. Koken Z Series 1/2 inch, Mag Precision torque wrenches in metric, Capri thin wrenches, those are handy, Fluke multimeter, my wheel lug nut sockets, Koken for the middle ones. This is for European wheels. It just threads into the wheel holes so you can put the wheels on it easier. Drill bit set, some random stuff like E-Torques, ratchets, wrenches, center punch. Here's a 1/4 inch torque wrench from Tekton. They don't make this style anymore, at least. Some E-Torques, some are 1/2 inch, some are 3/8, and then there's a few quarters underneath. There's another layer of 1/2 inch sockets beneath that. But I like I said, I rarely use them, so I kind of stacked them like that in that configuration. Here's my normal socket drawer, all metric. Tekton for the long ones. Koken nut grip for the shallow 3/8, with a few Carlisle for the 3/8, with a little garbage magnetic attachments inside of them that don't do anything. For my non-flex ratchet, I like the Koken. There's a finger spinner adapter, and then between these is the Astro nano sockets and 3/8 drive, I think. Yep. That goes up to 19. But the nut grips go up to 22. And then I have my Milwaukee Insider sockets that are specially for that. See that? 1/4 inch Tektons, again with the nut grips, and a few Tektons. I'm in between flex head right now, in between two flex head ratchets, the Icon G2 and the Snap-on. They're just, I hate non-locking flexes, but this is one that isn't that bad for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it really isn't that bad to use. 3/8 breaker bar. I didn't think I'd use it often, but it actually is pretty useful. Fold that down. For the 1/4 inch ratchets, I mainly use the Icon G2. For interior stuff and tiny stuff, this thing is amazing. Z Series, Koken. Here's my specialty socket drawer. You got triple square. These are a few adapters. They're kind of disorganized, the adapters. There's like 3/8 to 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch to 3/8, some swivels, tiny extensions like this, 3/8. Another small one, wobble. I think that's Pittsburgh. I think these are Icon right here. And I believe these are Capri. Yep. Haven't used them. I'm just terrified of running into Volkswagen one day. You got E-Torques nut grip from Koken. They have that little ball on them. The 2 times I tried them, they did not hold the socket or the bolt like the normal hex nut grips. So I'm not sure if they're good or not. I used to have a Capri set before, so that's what these bigger ones are. Haven't used these little Pittsburgh adapters. A few Koken extensions, Z Series. Well, not Z Series, just normal Koken. Oops. Jeez. There's my 1/4 inch extensions. There's a locking one, Tekton. They don't make those Tekton locking ones anymore because there's a problem with them. Excuse the dogs in the background going crazy. 12-point. I think they're Tecton. Yep. Have used that quite a bit. My 3/8 medium length extensions, 3/8 short length extensions, and then the longer ones, 1/4 and 3/8, that are wobbles, locking, and normal. Over here, Tecton 1/4 inch metric wobbles. We got the goats. These are amazing. Astro pinless. They are way better than the Tecton ones. This last one's a Tecton one because the Astro didn't come with a 21 mil, and it just became floppy so fast. These are still good. This is a Tecton 3/8 wobble. Here's my bits. So we've got a Mac RBRT, which is like grip edge. Shit ton of bits. Grip edge, hex, impact, grip edge, 1/4 inch, hex. You got Torx, impact, the dual action drivers, and 1/4 inch. And then for flare nut, this is what I use. These Vim ratcheting. They work pretty good. Crow's foot. Haven't had the need for these yet. They're Tecton, USA made. Just an impact bit set. I'm sure you know what that is. Just to run with the little impact I had down here. Mega Pro screwdriver. This thing is amazing. This is what the LTT screwdriver is based off of. This is what I use with the little bits, the dual action bits, because it fits right in. It's Astro driver, icon bit set, just a easy one and done deal. Put in the car and you can take anything apart. For pliers, I just recently reorganized them. What's in this rack is my most used stuff. So back here you got the Milwaukee, the unique long reach shape. Icon pliers wrench. I'm not a fan of the Icon ones. I wish I went with Knepex Cobras. You got Baco wrenches, some Tecton locking pliers, Icon flush cuts, the penny picker uppers, or the nickel from Snap-on. Those are nice. I love them. These little wire strippers, a bunch of random other pliers, like spark plug pliers. These are amazing. These hose pliers from Lyle, they pop hoses off really well. Hammers and picks. So I keep that stacked. Snap-on pry bar, because I had a pry bar set, and those are too short for the sides, so I put them in here. Fits perfectly. Icon 48, 32, 16s. And then you got two Tecton bit pick sets made in the USA. This one's the normal pointy one, the other one's blunt. Two little pocket pry bars. One's from Tecton, one's from Lyle. I don't think they make the Lyle in this style anymore. Now it's a different handle. That's goofy looking. Abrasives, a shit ton of wire wheels, and lock pads like this. A handle for the grinder, carbide bits, oil filter, sockets. I couldn't really put them anywhere else. the lighting drawer, bunch of Icon stuff, and M12 batteries. Yeah, you can see these two 21700 cells go to, where's the headlamp? There's a headlamp that goes with it, but I don't know where I put it. But it's like the best headlamp I have. Icon light. This thing is insanely bright. It's Milwaukee light. There's some more underneath. Tiny little lights. I hate when I run out of light, so that's why I have a shit ton. Here's the red drawer. I keep everything tightly packed because I only have this drawer for power tools. M12. This is my first Milwaukee tool. I converted it to 1/4 inch so I can use it for interior work. This is the insider ratchet, which has the sockets above. The right angle impact. This thing needs to be updated. I don't use it anymore because you can just crack everything loose with this and run it off. Grinder, M18 grinder, variable speed. M12 bit driver. This thing is amazing. I use it for a lot more than I thought I would. 3/8 stubby, beast, and an M18 high torque, which I pray I never have to pull out, but a lot of the times I do because this thing cannot pull the lug nuts off of cars sometimes. Let me put this back in order. And 2 M18 batteries, I forgot to say. Those are kind of like the weaker ones I have. On the sides, you got big ass wrenches up to 32 millimeter. They're Tectons. And then you got SAE stubbies. Ratcheting. I kept them over here just to separate everything. The Tectons go from 20 to 32. This is a recent mod I just did. I broke up this set over here, a Tecton impact set. Broke it up, put it on a tray, and put Velcro on the bag. And this thing holds really well. So I should probably make it stronger the way it holds. I just have it where you can see the bottom catches. Jesus, that Velcro's strong. And then you just pop up the top like that. I can pull each individual tray out, or I can just pull the whole thing off if I need to go mobile with it. Over here is my torque wrenches, breaker bars, 1/2 inch extensions, a snap-on light, hearing protection. There's the Icon split beams, Tecton breaker bar, big ass Icon ratchet, 1/2 inch, a few 1/2 inch extensions. There's some wobble, there's some normal ones in there. On this side, we got a nice little Soundcore speaker. I love how that just works perfectly with this setup. We got the double flex head offset wrenches that are ratcheting from Tecton, or not Tecton, sorry, Icon. These are the rebranded ones that are like Mountain or Cabo or whatever the hell. Normal 3/8, or I'm sorry, normal ratcheting wrenches from Icon. I love how long they are. Stubbies behind it. I can just take each ring off for whatever kind I need. Here's long blowgun, long screwdrivers, Astro Goliath 3/8 extensions, which works really well with that stubby. Big ass snap-on pry bar. There's some shorter one too. Magnet pickup tool, a long 3/8 extension, and there's a long 1/4 inch right here too. A few magnets. Yeah. And there's stuff that I don't keep on here that I'll use occasionally, like in these boxes. Wheel bearing press, you know, ball joints, half inch impacts, which I rarely have to use because that 3/8 is so damn strong. Random stuff like that. This crate is mainly useful stuff. There's a thread chaser, snap ring pliers set. There's a micrometer in here. Bit set from Gear Wrench. I don't use that anymore. It was one of the first things I got. A boroscope in here. Random stuff. O-rings. And, you know. What else? Just, you know. Cotter pins. There's a bunch of screwdrivers and stuff that I'll rarely use. Tecton, Torx, some more stuff, air hammer bits, you know. I should probably not be showing this stuff because the main thing is here. But yeah, that's the stack. You can break it down and, you know, take each thing you want, or you can swap a drawer into a different spot and, you know, whatever you need. It's very handy. I like being able to move it around. I had to build this custom dolly because the dolly hasn't been in stock for over a year. I'm pretty sure this line is dying because of the tariffs, so I wouldn't recommend the Husky Buildout, at least for now. I wish I went with rigid or, you know, actual pack out because there's support. So, yeah. Forgot to show there's digital torque wrenches too. I want to show these off. Just got this thing. Use them for head bolts and stuff. That's all, y'all. Thanks for watching.